Hello guys, TavHD here and welcome back to another video, and today we'll be taking a look at my latest eBay purchase. This is a TerraMaster RAID enclosure, and specifically this is the D3-210. So this is a direct attached storage RAID enclosure. It's a 2-bay one. I got this off eBay, I believe, with shipping for £91. It is used, but apparently in pretty good condition. I saved about £40 or £50 as opposed to buying it new, so I thought that we could take a look at this and see if it is what I ordered and see if it is any good. Now, I do not have any drives for this yet because I want to make sure this works before I buy any drives. So we will be testing it with one drive in it. This is just a Toshiba SSD. This is 480 gigabytes. We'll put this in one of the slots just to make sure that the machine is working. Now, before we get on with this, I wanted one of these for a very long time. I think it's been nearly 2 years I've wanted one of these, but my budget just didn't allow it for a while. But I think it's finally time I got one of these and get some redundancy for my storage, because right now everything is on one 4TB drive. It's the Seagate one I unboxed a while back, and then some things are also replicated onto this 2TB drive up here. But that's something I would like to change, so yeah, let's try and get some safer storage, and that's going to start with unboxing this. So it's in the original box, which is very nice to see. So let's just open this up and make sure we've got what I've ordered. So in here is a box. I'm assuming the accessories will be in here, so let's just take a look. It will just open up. In this plastic it says TerraMaster on it, and this appears to be a European power cable. We aren't going to be using that, so that can just stay here. And then here we have the UK one. So here's the UK plug, and then here's the end that goes into the unit. So yeah, this one should work with my walls. Now, we've also got some screws here. These are the screws for 3.5-inch drives. Then here there's a label on this bag saying that these are for 2.5-inch drives. So these are the ones we're going to use today, but eventually when I get the drives I want, we will use the other screws. Now in here we've got the quick installation guide, and it says to go to their website. I probably won't, but maybe if we get into some trouble then maybe I will. On the back, that little sticker, when buying new, that sticker is on the actual unit, but that doesn't matter. Then limited warranty, but yeah, I'm sure that the warranty is up at this point anyway. Okay, so now let's take the unit out of the box. Packaging is very nice and very original. It's still got its polystyrene or whatever this is called around it. Let's just take this off, and then goodbye box. I'll sort that out later. And here is the unit. Okay, so this is the unit, and just looking at it quickly, this appears to be in really good condition. I can't see any scratching at all on here. Yeah, this looks rather nice, but I can see that there is quite a bit of dust inside the fan. I'm not exactly sure how I will be able to clean that out. Maybe I can take the back off, but I won't do that until I know it's working. And if it's not causing a problem, the drives don't overheat, I might not even clean it at all. Reset button there, that's where we can change the RAID mode and whatever. USB Type-C, USB 3.1 output, and of course where the power goes in. And that's one thing that I forgot to mention. This does not come with a USB cable. I don't believe I have any USB-C cable, so I think I'll have to use the one from my phone and see if that works, and if it does I'll just have to buy another one. So yeah, if I can't get it to work with my phone cable, we probably won't be able to test this until a later date, but let's just hope that this all goes fine. Now the other side looks clean as well. I can see a slight mark on it, but that's nothing to write home about. Then back on the front, this is in very nice condition indeed. So we can just open this up. That's where drive 1 will go, and then drive 2 goes in there as well. And in there you can see where the SATA connectors are. So yeah, that's where the drives connect in there. It's looking a little bit dusty, but not really too much of a problem. That's one thing I don't understand. When people sell things on eBay, I would expect them to clean them, but apparently that's not what other people think, because whenever I've sold anything such as the Mac Mini I had a few years back, I made sure that was in perfect condition dust-wise before selling it, so I just don't understand why other people don't do that, but maybe people don't think like that, who knows. But then we can just slide that back in there, lock it in, and then we can put our SSD into bay 1. Okay, so the drive is just going to line up there, and then I can screw it in, making sure the connectors are pointing outwards. So I'm not going to film this, but I will now screw it on. Okay, so it turns out you only need 3 screws to put in an SSD. I've only put 2 in, that should be enough. Seems pretty sturdy in there. So now let's put it back inside the unit. Okay, and now it should have made connection to the SATA connectors on the back. Now, one thing I need to do is change the RAID mode on here. Right now it's set to JBOD. Actually, I think that might be fine. Let's zoom in and take another look. Alright, so this is the back where we can change our RAID type. So we've got RAID 1, single JBOD, and RAID 0. I think that we can just leave this in JBOD for now, which stands for just a bunch of disks or drives. Since we've only got 1 drive in there, that should be fine, but when I do get the drives that I'm going to be keeping in here, I will then put it into RAID 1. I'm thinking of getting 2 4TB Seagate Iron Wolf drives, and yeah, that should be plenty enough storage for me, and I think RAID 1 will be quite a nice setup. So I think that we can just leave that as it is for now. Okay, so now I think it's time to plug this into a computer and see if it actually works. Now, the only computers that I have that have USB-C on them is my server computer and my main one. They're both going to be quite awkward to access the ports on, but I think I'm going to set this up on my main PC just to make sure it's working, because I think it should be easier to get to than the back of my server computer. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to go find my phone cable, plug this into the power, and just see what happens. Okay, so I've just plugged in USB and power around the back, so I think now all we need to do is press the power button and see what happens. So let's click it now, and it should start to load. So we've got a power light, HDD1 has lit up, and it looks like it's already coming up on the computer. Okay, so here's the drive, 480GB SSD. I had formatted it before putting it in here, and it seems to show up just fine. Let's open up Crystal Disk Info. I will bring that over to here. Let's go to F. This is the SSD. Temperature good, health status good. It seems to be telling me all the correct information about the drive that's inside the enclosure. Now let's just try transferring some files over and see if that goes successfully. Okay, so I'm just going to copy some pictures over to that drive, and let's just see how that goes. Alright, that seems to have gone across just fine, and these seem to be there as well. So let's just now delete that, and yeah, this thing does seem to be working. Now, one thing I would like to say is the fan. It is very quiet, but it does kind of make a little bit of a strange noise. I'm assuming that's because of the amount of dust in there. I'll just put the microphone next to the fan and see if you can hear it. Now, I have no idea if that picks it up, but it seems to be making a sort of noise. I'm assuming that is just the dust, but you can only hear it when you get really close. So when I'm at just a little bit of a distance away, so like when I'm sat in my seat here, I can hardly hear that thing at all, and I'm assuming that the hard drives, when I put them in, will be the loudest part, so I'm not too concerned about that noise. The fan seems to be working just fine. I can feel the air, so yeah, so far this does seem to be working. Alright, so a little bit of time's just passed. I've been doing a little bit more testing, and everything seems to be working just fine, so I am very happy indeed with this purchase, and it does seem to be working just like a brand new unit would. It seems to be in excellent condition, and yeah, it seems like the saving of £50 I've made was indeed a good one. So I think that that is pretty much it for this video. I will make another one once I get the drives that I want and we can have a video setting those up, but for now I think that that is pretty much it. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.